The Family Places project was a 3-year big lottery funded project which was a partnership between the National Trust and Family Learning in Devon, Cornwall and Torbay.
Family Learning sits within adult and community learning, and we run courses that reach parents. Some of them work alongside their children, looking at how the children learn in schools and in children's centres, and also developing the parents' own literacy and numeracy skills.
And the aim of the project was to work together with Family Learning to bring families to National Trust properties who would not normally visit their local property.
The National Trust is all about connecting people to places and people really loving our places. So when we started to talk to the Family Learning Services, we were hoping that they would bring their people to our place. We would learn more about working with families so that at the end of the project we'd have a really strong relationship between the work that we do and the work the Family Learning Services do that would have a great result for the families who live in and around our places.
Oh goodness, we've done lots, haven't we?
Everything from bug hunts through to mud paintings, through to making stick men and making little houses. I think we've also had fires and toasting marshmallows and making hot chocolates and things like that.
The listening activity, we pull down veils of silence, and when you pull them down, you can't speak. And then when you lift the veil up again, you're able to talk, and it's just a really good way of making the group quieten down and creates a bit of magic. Once we pull down the veils of silence, we will go off. People sit by themselves and they have a card and they write down the sorts of things they can hear. And people sit for 15, 20 minutes sometimes and just listen to the quiet. The parents go away with some ideas to make a visit to the countryside or to a garden a bit more interesting and exciting, and actually know how to enjoy it.
The partnership working with the National Trust was excellent. The staff have been very, very helpful all the way through. We've built up some great staff working relationships, and the tutors have worked very well alongside some of the rangers.
Working with the Family Learning tutors was amazing, really. They're always extremely helpful.
Andrew and Mark have been brilliant at engaging with the families and very warm with the children.
They've just made it a really enjoyable experience, very accessible.
And the other really great outcome for me has been that I know we've changed people's perceptions of the Trust.
Where parents don't think that the National Trust is for them, this project really has proved that it can be accessible to children and families.
We're just cutting out some photographs of our trip last week and sticking them into the scrapbook for Cara to look at whenever she's a little bit older.
And I think a lot of them, it's very much changed their view of the National Trust of just being for much older, very middle class people.
It's really great to see how properties have started to utilise their properties in different ways and sort of new ideas of how to do activities in the garden and in the house.
Each time I'm planning something I think, well, how would families actually like to experience that?
Had a fabulous day today. We've not been to Castle Drogo before, but we'll definitely consider coming back again and perhaps even look at some of the other National Trust properties in the area.
And not that it's about memberships, but people have become members of the National Trust from work with the children's centres, so it's fantastic.
Definitely, yeah, definitely come back here. They've given us some walks to do around the Tame Valley, so we'll be back.
I've been able to volunteer with the project, and that's led to other volunteering within the National Trust, and it's also led to me getting a part-time seasonal job at Castle Drogo.
I can't think of any group or instance where people wouldn't have come away feeling really positive about the National Trust, in all honesty. It's all positive.
The Family Places project is finished now, and it's been an amazing 3 years because so many people have got involved, and we've seen great outcomes for learners, for property staff and for family learning staff as well. in a way, it's been like having one 3-year focus group running for us in the Southwest, and I'm confident that the Southwest region will move forward in the way that family audiences are welcome to their properties.